Okay, so let's try and put this all together. How can we assess our student learning, use that same assessment to engage our students in a future class? How can we make sure that our students receive and respond to our feedback? And how can we get them to create feedback for each other? It's all pretty simple when you just slow down and look at it for a second. The very first assessment is going to be your exit ticket after a big lesson. You're going to make that a flip grid, and it could be a simple flip grid. You can just ask them to tell you what they learned today, or you can provide them with a slightly bigger objective in that exit ticket. The one that you're seeing on the screen right now is our Plague Day exit ticket. So we taught the kids about the bubonic plague or the Black Death, and we asked them to act out the symptoms of the plague and include at least one specific historical fact. They could refer to a year, a place, or a background information that's important in our lesson from that day. So now I've already picked out a student that at the very least was amusing, and we're going to take a look at hers, and I'll show you how we're going to use it. So I'm just going to scroll down, take a look at the videos, and here's Emily. Emily's at the very least was very amusing. So we'll take a look at it, and
Doctor.
I'm going to pause it right now. We're going to look at it in just a second, but you'll see her video right there. And when you scroll down, there's a place right here where you can provide public comments. Any students that have submitted their Flipgrid can also provide public comments there, and they can also see the comments that you make in that public comment space. You have another option. You can send her private feedback. You can record your feedback, just make your own Flipgrid video responding to her Flipgrid video, or you can scroll down and create a private comment. Maybe it's feedback that's just very specific to her and everyone else doesn't need to see it. But we all know that we spend a lot of time giving feedback and the kids spend significantly less time paying attention to it. So how can we kind of close that and make a feedback loop where our feedback generates a response from them and gives us and other students the opportunity to provide even more feedback? It's actually pretty simple. Now you can do this from your main topic page in Flipgrid, but you could also do it right here from the video. Either way, you're clicking on actions, you're going down here and you're going to click download video, and you are going to download the video. You could save it to your Google Drive, but for simplicity's sake, I'm going to save it to my hard drive right now. And then we're going to get out of Flipgrid for a minute. We're going to go over to Edpuzzle. When we go to Edpuzzle, we can simply click add content, upload a video. You're going to take the exact same video that you just downloaded, and you are going to upload it right back to Edpuzzle. Now that takes a minute or two to process. It's not very long, but so we can move a little bit quicker, I've already uploaded Emily's video to Edpuzzle. It's right there, and I've actually created some questions already. So we're going to watch Emily's video. Now there's two things that we could do here. We can either create questions for the class and assign this Edpuzzle to the whole class, so everyone is watching Emily's video. They're providing her feedback. They're telling her what she did well, what she could do to improve. If there's a mistake in there, you can ask someone to help correct her mistake or fill in some missing information. They're just giving general feedback about it as well. You're letting them see what someone else did so that they can either try to improve on that or try to live up to it. The other option, and this is where differentiation really comes in, is that we can make a video that only Emily's going to see, an Edpuzzle that she's going to respond to specifically, so we can spend a little more time, give her more specific questions, and that's where we're going to create that loop where she's going to respond to this, we're going to respond to her, and we're going to go back and forth. It's all about kind of creating data to go along with the feedback so that we have something to point to, either in observations or in INRS meetings, or any kind of place where we want to show, hey, look, this is what we said. This is how the student responded. They did a really great job. Everybody should be proud of them. So let's take a look at Emily's video real quick.
Doctor, please help me. I've been sick. I've been infected. Oh my God, get away from me. What are you, crazy? Now I'm going to get sick.
So I can just ask a question of the whole class here. What did we learn about plague doctors during class today or yesterday that Emily could have added to her video? And they have a space to provide us with feedback that we can also share with Emily, or we can share it with the whole class.
A few days later. Oh my God, my head hurts so bad. What am I going to do? Oh no. What is all this stuff on my face? It hurts so much. There's blood coming out. Never mind, it's just my acne. Nope, never mind, it's the Black Plague.
Emily had the opportunity there to kind of give us that specific historical fact, and she kind of passed on it. So she described a symptom. She described the sores called buboes that gave the bubonic plague its name, but she didn't actually tell us what they were called. So here's a chance for another student to add that information, show us what they know, and provide Emily with some feedback about something that she missed out on.
Hey, sister. No, you've given it to me!
And here we're asking the students to identify whether Emily's made a mistake or not. Is she right? Was the Black Death transmitted by something like coughing? Or are there other things that we know about the origins of the Black Death which she could have included to improve her project?
I hate you! Oh, I can't do this anymore. I think I'm gonna die. Oh no, she's dead.
And at the end of the video here, we're asking students to provide kind of a final feedback. What parts of the assignment did Emily leave out? How can she improve on this project the next time? By doing this and assigning this to the whole class, we have created an opportunity for students to review direct feedback, to provide or create feedback for other students, and we've managed to use one assessment to then also become our engage in the very next lesson.